I am an Indian. I am an Indian, and I would like to talk what is in India's interest. So we were expecting India to play a more responsible role and to mediate, in fact, because India is a country, an emerging power. So we were always expecting India to come forward and talk to the United States, and they have a good relation with Iran as well. Instead, uh, surprisingly or unexpectedly, we saw that India couldn't play the role which we were expecting it to play. So I guess Pakistan saw there was a good opportunity for them, and they also wanted such an opportunity, and they seized this opportunity. And the another reason is the US had approached through many mediators, through many intermediaries, even Qatar and other Gulf countries. No one came forward and took this responsibility. So it was Pakistan, and they also were waiting to seize such an opportunity, and they came forward, and you saw it benefited for them as well. It is unfortunate that India couldn't take such a what do you say such a role which would have been good for India in the international platform. The Iranians would call it as a deterrence and as a tool to apply pressure to stop attacking Iran. And in the first case, it was an illegal war. So we should know that according to all international laws, this war was an illegal one. It was in the midst of a negotiation. Second time such an incident has happened. Previously, we saw that happening in the June of 2025. So the Iranians, they need some tangible guarantee, which the institutions, including the United Nations, has failed to provide. So Iranians were forced to take this issue in their own hands and to guarantee their survival. And as you know, that this is the war of choice for US, and it is a war of necessity and survival for Iran. And in order for their survival, they are forced to take any measure which they can. So I feel that it is not that Iranians which are supposed to compromise and negotiate or capitulate, but it is the United States which for them it is necessary to agree to the demands which Iran has placed, the 10 demands list which they have presented, and according to that, it was decided that they will negotiate in Islamabad. They should agree to their legitimate demands. Once they agree, we will see the world turning back to the normal situation which it was before February 28. I was following news over here. I don't see any such update which Donald Trump, he keeps saying things. I mean, you must be knowing, as I noted previously as well, that in his first term, he has been saying lies, and they were recorded 30,000 either misleading information or lies or misinformation from his side. So Donald Trump is not a trustworthy person whom someone can trust. From the Iranian side, what I have heard so far is they are ready. They have been, since yesterday, I have been seeing in the media that they are ready to have another round of negotiations and place their demands and see if US would agree to these demands. And if they agree, then we will see a permanent ceasefire and peace returning to the region. And this agreement I'm sorry, the demands which Iran has kept, they also include the cessation, the ceasing of fire and war in all the region, including Hezbollah, including Hamas and other places as well. I feel it is a sign of defeat for some reasons, because you are actually admitting that I was not successful in opening the Strait of Hormuz, so I go further in the international waters and the Gulf of Oman, and I place a blockade over there. I'm actually blocking a blockade. So what is the reason for that, Mr. Trump? I feel that it is an admission of defeat. They were unsuccessful in reopening or taking back the control of Strait of Hormuz from Iran. So they have gone further in the international waters and placing a blockade over there near the Gulf of Oman. And their objective is to not allow any ship to and fro from the Iranian harbor, the Iranian ports, so that they could strangle Iran further and force them to open the Strait of Hormuz. But in my opinion, this won't work because, first of all, the already existing energy crisis which have come as a result of this war would even more intensify. So this is not going to work. And the ships which pass through the Strait of Hormuz are of three types. One, the ships which belong to the friends of United States. Okay, good luck stopping them. You will anger and enrage your allies even more. So that's not. It has not nothing to do with Iran. The second kinds of ship which pass through there are the ships belonging to Russia and China. Oh, would the United States dare to stop them? We saw a couple of ships from Iran passing through the Strait of Hormuz and the Arabian Sea towards China. We didn't hear any news of them being stopped or being seized by the United States Navy. So there's also one thing. And the third ships, which belong to the Iranian allies like India and Pakistan and any other ally in the region, I'm sorry, in the Asian region, South Asian region, Iran has guaranteed a safe passage for those ships through either escorting them militarily, which there is a chance that it might escalate the situation. So this clearly is not working. For me, one thing is for sure that the United States, since the first week of the war, they are just trying to do damage control and they are in search of some kind of exit plan. But on the other side, they are not willing to submit to the demands which Iran has placed, which I feel are legitimate, like in uranium enrichment program, peaceful uranium enrichment program, as they are a signatory of the NPT, Non-Proliferation Treaty, and which gives them the right to enrich the uranium and the lifting of the sanctions and having defense capabilities. So, unless and until they agree and admit to the demands of the Iranian people, this situation is not going to de-escalate and even may even more further escalate and may even more further escalate. So, United States should give up on their arrogance and come to the negotiating table and negotiate with the Iranian nation, and this is the solution going further. In the US, there is a right and there is a left. The left, they have very postmodernist thoughts, and there is a special ideology. You see this LGBTQ, and they support such things. So he thinks that the Pope is supporting the radical left because there have been some statements from the Pope uh, in the past days, which shows that he is supporting the radical left, but it has been uh, taken in a wrong way. He didn't mean that, I feel. So I don't know what's going on in Donald Trump's head. Since the beginning of the war, he has been tweeting in such a way and attacking different leaders. Like you must have recently seen his tweet towards Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of United States. It was a very bad tweet, and the more recent one, the foul language which he used for the Iranian people, that was very bad. So this is the continuation of that. But what the Pope said was he wanted the war to stop. He wanted the war to stop, and the way and the method through which the war can be stopped is on the negotiation table. You come and you listen to the demands of the Iranian people, and we must not forget that the Trump himself had tweeted that I see the 10 points which are presented by the Iranian side as a good thing to start negotiations. Then later, when they came to the negotiating table, we saw JD Vance flip-flopping and placing his own demands, which Iranians had rejected. So, what the Pope is saying to stop the war, and he's clearly, I feel, he's clearly blaming the United States and the Israeli side for instigating and intensifying the situation even more. So, Trump right now he is attacking the media centers in United States. Recently, just yesterday, he tweeted against the New York Times. Whoever doesn't talk in favor of Trump, he's attacking them, and this has led him to attack Pope as well. This explains Trump's mental situation as well. I don't think he's in a stable mental situation right now. And inside the United States as well, people have been talking that they are even predicting that he must have some kind of dementia where he's not in a proper stable mental state. So this is what I see is happening.